Hi everyone, Marilyn O'Malley here, MarilynO'Malley.com, and today I'm going to talk about what kind of mindset do you need to attract to you a healthy and loving relationship, and why mindset is so important. And I hope I'm not all in shadow and you can see me correctly here. So, what do I mean by mindset? So, mindset is like the state of mind. Are you positive? Are you negative? Are you half glass full, half glass empty? Do you think life's going to be hard, or is life more of a flow and ease? Do you think you have to work really hard? Those are like, mindset is like beliefs, unconscious beliefs about like how you see the world, how you see yourself. And since we're talking about relationships here, it's how you see men, how what you think about love, the things that you think are true. So I wanted to go through with you, and feel free to ask questions or ask me, is this a mindset? Is this a thought? Is this a belief? About your relationship, your current beliefs about dating, about finding the man that you love. What are your beliefs about men? So I'm going to just start giving you some examples. So one would be, so what do you, number one, and why is this important? Why is your mindset important? Because it's energy. Hi, Lovey. Thank you for joining me. So your mindset is your energy. Whatever you're thinking over and over again, whatever you're talking about, whatever you put your mind and attention on, that's what you're going to end up creating. And so when we're looking at relationships, it's really important to look at what is the energy that you're creating, feeling the love, through the things that you're thinking and you're believing, and then you're acting on those things. So whether you're conscious of it or not, you're acting on your mindset. And so I'm going to go through a couple things here and ask you some questions, and you can get a piece of paper out and write down what's your mindset about it, and then you'll see where you can make some changes that will create new results and help you attract a new type of relationship into your life, the type of relationship that you like, by you showing up differently, by you creating a new set of mindsets, a new set of beliefs about who you are, how you can be loved, the men in your life, and the world. So let's start, right? So what do you believe about yourself? What's your mindset about yourself? Do you like yourself? Do you feel comfortable in your skin? Are you lovable? Are you fun? Are you believe that you're beautiful inside and outside? Are you interesting? Do you find yourself interesting? Because it's like, however you find yourself, that's the energy that you're putting out there. Or are you believing, you're kind of hopeless, helpless, you're not worthy, you're not good enough, you're not sexy enough, you're not the right weight, you're not smart enough, who's going to find you lovable, that sort of thing. So do you see the difference in the energy there? Just by you falling more in love with yourself allows the energy, allows that energy inside of you to attract, or to energetically attract, and people will find you interesting. If you find yourself interesting, people will find you interesting too. So what does that say? So that means, what's it mean to be interesting? So that's like your purpose, your passions, your goals. You're living them. You're going after the things that are your interests, not what you think other people want you to go after, not what is important to other people. You're living your life. You're traveling if you love to travel. You're studying languages if that's your thing. You are volunteering, helping. You're in the community, or you're doing your spiritual journey, whatever it is that you are on your path. And that's really interesting to somebody else. Whereas I see a lot of women going out and dating, and they're trying to think, how does the man want to see me? How should I show up for him? What do I share with him? What's he looking for? And it's really uncomfortable because you're trying to decide from somebody you don't really know what they want you to be, or how women have been represented in the media, through cultures, through the age of time, through sexism, through what's the word I'm looking for? Just differently, so that you're playing the same game that you're trying to overcome. You want to be yourself, and you want somebody to love you for you. And so you don't want to waste your time trying to be what somebody else wants you to be in order to attract them, and then you never feeling like you're good enough to be you, and that they're only going to love you if you show up how they want you. That's codependence. That's not a good thing, right? So can you see where your mindset, if you are devaluing you are not going to be as interesting and as attractive to the man that could really love and cherish you, right? For you. Okay, so what else here? So the next thing, what do you believe about men? Big question here. So a lot of us are, do you think that men are incredible? That they're, or do you think that they're dangerous, liars, can't trust them, they're not trustworthy, or they're power hungry, or whatever it is, that they're more powerful than you, that they have more value than you? Can you see how that would affect how you would show up in yourself? So how can you come up with a mindset about men being a beautiful, what do I want to say, addition to your life, that they bring different things into it, that they add to your life in a way that's really rich, that they allow you to be in your feminine, that they can support you and love you and cherish you and meet your needs and hear them and respect them, versus that they don't have to show up. They don't have to listen, that they're not going to be there, because what's going to happen, you're going to attract that type of man. And you're going to attract somebody that isn't going to value as an equal. So that's that. So what do you believe about the world? Because this is a big thing too. In this world that we live in, this is a major belief. Do you believe the world's safe? Do you think it's unsafe? Do you believe that it's overwhelming or it's exciting? Because if we don't believe the world's not a safe place, then that goes through and filters into almost everything, right? If we don't believe the world's a safe place, then we're not really going to believe that we can be safe with a man, that we're not going to believe that there's anywhere we can be safe. So we're always going to feel like we're on the defense, and we're having to protect ourselves, and everybody can be a predator, or everybody can be somebody who could end up hurting us, instead of looking at it as that, there's some bad apples out there, and there's some places when it's not safe, and but there's other times that that you're very safe, and you've got a roof over your head, and you've got friends, and you've got food that you can eat, and you're not being attacked, and there's not a war going on around you, etc., that you are safe. And in that safe, you can allow that, then you can then allow to start to learn and trust people, and trust yourself, and trust the world. All right, what else? What do you believe about love? What do you believe about finding love, right? So are you believing like a man is a prize that you have to go after, and you have to convince him that you're the right one for him? Or are you believing that the right man will be attracted to you, and it will come and will, come to you when you are loving yourself? Do you think love, there's no such thing as love? Do you think love is a hard thing and it's going to be, and finding it, it's like it's not there, or I'm not lovable, right? Going back to some of your other beliefs, that if it's going to be a struggle, it's a hardship, it's pain. I don't want to feel pain. I don't want to fall in love because it's painful. So you're wanting a relationship, but you believe that love is painful, so you're not going to allow yourself to receive love then, right? It's because you're going to actually repel it. Our natural instinct is to push away from pain. And so somebody could be right there wanting to love you so much, giving you exactly what it is that you want, cherishing you, but you are too afraid of it because it could bring you pain, right? And so what's that one saying that, like, I would, and I feel this, I would rather love than have never loved, and go through that pain, even if I had to lose it, but to feel that really richness of loving somebody and being loved by somebody. All right, so what do you believe about a long-term committed relationship? So here, this is really interesting. So I get this, one of my clients, she's, first she was, I guess I don't want to go into a long story, but so we worked on, so she's out dating and she's looking for the guy. Before, it was just like, it felt really easy because she could always just say, okay, it's not the one. And now that she's looking for the one, right? And she thinks that she's found him, she's like freaking out because, like, oh my God, I want to run for the hills. Because all these things come up about us in a long-term relationship. Might you lose yourself? Are you afraid to lose yourself in a long-term relationship? If you're a highly sensitive, do you feel like you're going to be engulfed by all their energy, because we're empaths, right? And then so we need certain space and everything to have alone time, downtime. And if we are in a long-term, and depending on what our partner's like, it could feel overwhelming too much unless we set certain boundaries and really take care of ourselves. So we feel like we can get lost, engulfed, eaten up, swallowed up, and so we'll push those relationships away, even though they're going to be loving, because of this feeling inside, and you might not even be conscious of it. What does your family expect of you around relationships and marriage, and what did they represent to you? And so there's a lot of stuff in this. So I'll just let you do that work on your own. But it could be like, there's certain, like, if you're Jewish, you have to marry a Jewish guy. That's like expectations, but that isn't exactly what you want to do. And so sometimes there will be this rebellion against really finding the man in your life, this mindset, because it's not who you are, but you're loyal to your family unconsciously, but then you're also rebelling against your family unconsciously, and so you can't you're not going to allow yourself to even get in a relationship, because then you're going to disappoint your family and have to deal with them, which is a huge issue. Or unconsciously, it's like you just don't want to go there. It's just like too much energy, again, depending on where you're at, and if you're highly sensitive or not, and just having that, it's just like, feels like too much work, and then there's pain involved, disappointment, all of that stuff. So you'll find yourself not going there. What do you have you vowed to not be your mother or father? So this is really important in creating a healthy relationship, is discovering, have you said, I'm never going to be like them, to either your mom or, sorry about that. So have you said, right, that I'm never going to be like you? So what happens when you say, I'm never going to be like you, is you never get to be like you. Instead, you're again, it's sort of like defense, that you're in your life watching that you're not like your mom or you're not like your dad, whatever those characteristics are, and that becomes your mindset and your habit. But you're never showing up like you. So who are you attracting? Then you're attracting somebody who would be attracted, kind of like, we almost, by saying we're not going to be, we kind of turn into being. And so we're attracting somebody who would be attracted to our mom or our dad. Or we're saying we won't be like you, and then we attract somebody like our mom or dad into our life. So how many of us have married one of our parents or had a relationship with one of our parents before, right? It's really funny. You can get and sad. But so these are some of the mindset things, again, that to take a look at. And I really would ask you, look at your mindset and what part of your mindset is limiting you to be you and to be interesting and to be fully you, and to and then what part of your mindset, or how can you change that limiting mindset to be empowering, and really that will help to bring you out more and shine your light, so you can be there, you can be seen. You want to be seen, and in that energy that is really you, to attract in, to be able to see the man in your life, the things that you want and desire. Because if you're coming from a limited, you can't even see what is possible in a healthy relationship. And also then it's allowing the men that are surrounding you to be able to see you and to go, wow, look at that. I haven't seen her before, or I didn't notice her before, but I find her interesting. So you can learn more with me this coming May 20th. If you want to learn more about this and go into it and get into the specifics of you and how you can shift these, and even more, and we're going to find out what your adult attachment style, who are you attracting in, what kind of attachment style, we'll see, and it'll be related to these mindsets. And then go in even after that, after we get to see like what's running your relationship programming now, and what is occurring now, and then how to shift that. And then we're going to talk about, so what kind of relationship do you want now? So now you have something to compare and to go, oh, I want this. This is what I need in my relationship. This is what I desire in my relationship. This is what would feed me. So then we're going to look at, and you're going to create what you want your relationship to look like. And then I'm going to take you through an energetic practice that is going to let you experience that energetically in your body, so you know what that feels like. So every day after that, you can start tuning into this energy, and you will know exactly who you need to become, the things that you need to do to shift into that empowering, attractive, interesting energy that is going to call in that man into your life, that relationship into your life that really honors who you are and is healthy and is clear, and it's going to give you space if you're highly sensitive to do your highly sensitive self-care, and you won't feel overwhelmed, and you're going to have a healthy relationship. And that's another thing we're going to talk about, is what is a healthy relationship. Most people don't understand this. So if you want to join me, I put the link under this title here. Go to that link and you'll read more about what's going on, and you can sign up there. If you have any questions, give me a call. And it's what we're going to do is we're going to look at all the blocks, like your mindset, etc., things that are going on inside of you, which are your blocks, your beliefs, your habits, etc., that are keeping you from what I just said, keeping you from really being you and attracting those people into your life that will love you, that will cherish you, and that will add to your life, and you can add to their lives. And one other thing I want to add here is your environment. Who are you surrounding yourself with? who are you surrounding yourself with? So are you with a bunch of women who are talking down men, who are saying there's no good men, there's you know, it's so hard, you know, just this negative blah, 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 just bitching about men and relationships, and just it's negative, negative, negative. Get out of that. Come with this group. Find a group of new women here in Santa Barbara, California. Go through this workshop. You all will learn the languaging and what you need to do. You can support each other and really change how you are attracting all types of relationships into your life. So if you just joined me, hi Winnie, go back and listen to the beginning, and I hope you all have a wonderful day and week, a new week here, and until we meet again, I look forward to supporting you. So again, go check on the link, come join us, and love to all. Where do I finish? Bye guys.